What is up? Welcome back. Stop number 7 is close to wrapping up. We've got to set up some quarterfinal heats on the top side of the draw. And it is looking like a good one, this one. Heat number 4, Luana Silva up against Erin Brooks, two of the young superstars on the CT, fighting it out for a place in the quarters. She's put herself in a much stronger position this time.
Yeah, definitely. And here goes Erin.
Late drop here from Erin Brooks. Drives off the bottom, straight into a huge opening turn. Really leaning hard into the pocket of this wave as Erin looks to sides up this finish. Has enough momentum to get the hit done, but can't ride out of it. But what about the combo on the outside?
Just when you think she's really cut through it, she gives it more.
It's the standout aspect of her attack, is the aggression. She goes into these lifts with so much intent. And even that little second turn there, it throws a lot of water. And that's a really good sign. Doesn't get the completion, but a lot of work done on the outside.
I sense too, a bit of hustle for that inside as we see this slow-mo replay unfold, Flick. Just the drive off the bottom there.
Yeah, I think that obviously that turn's set up by the bottom turn, right? And also Margie's, where you take off on this wave dictates where you do that first turn. If you're too out the shoulder, you're not going to be able to pivot up into the pocket. And I mean, positioning was good from the takeoff. It allowed her to go super tight, but I think it's all in the bottom turn because that wave had a funny angle on it. It's super hard to actually go up into the pocket unless you really draw hard off the bottom. So, and she's got the right idea here. She's trying to get out in the face, trying to get there early, but just a little bit of the wobbly boot there at the
momentum going into the left today. It's sort of like you're fighting the direction of the swell in some ways as we see Erin up again. Even over the bumps, does well to get up into the pocket of the wave. 7-point ride for her to kick off this heat. Loads up for the finish on the inside. Does so well again to just adjust and finish on her feet.
Yeah, her bottom turn is unbelievable, right? I think it's just such an overlooked manoeuvre sometimes because that's the thing that sets you up for the top, right? But the way she's drawing off the bottom and how hard she's pushing on her heel side rail is pretty incredible, right? That's what's allowing her to go so tight in the pocket. As we see this one, just look how much she draws and look how much wobble there was, and the fact that she was able to draw through that on a bigger board too is really impressive. Speaks to the strength of Erin and then just this crack on the inside. It's just beautiful.
Her ability, Vaughan, to get from point A to point B, that swift transition that she has, it allows her to almost adjust and
wow.
Eye off the section she wants to hit, but get there at the perfect time, even in tricky conditions.
Well, the only place on this wave that's steep is the pocket. There's you get a couple of feet out from the pocket and it starts going flat instantly, and Erin is so capable of coming around the whitewash and just going vertical up into that space. And, Katie saying before, it was really interesting in that interview, actually, that she wasn't sure if she was capable of eights. Well, she's doing the same thing on the front side. She's coming around the whitewash, throwing it up into that pocket and meeting, the only place with true power.
It's a gentle combo at the moment, though, but Luana will look to capitalise here. Drops to the bottom of this one. It's a good-sized wave. Needs to get into that open face and does with a nice carve. Can she combo it up with a couple of big hits here on the inside? Does well to stay on her feet after that rebound. And now trying to gather some momentum for a finish here on the inside. Banks nicely into that final section, and that's exactly what she needed. So showing that she is running on great form and a lot of confidence at the moment.
Yeah, I think, it's great. Obviously breaking that combo, no doubt. For beautiful first wrap. I love that. For me, if I'm going to single out one moment, I really love that. Unfortunately, the wave here sort of letting her down a bit, just forced out into the face. But she just needed a wave on the board. She just needed a score to sort of alleviate the pressure. So she's going to do that, no problems. But yeah, for me, if she can make a jump, let's just say she makes the cut and she surfs the rest of the year, here she goes.
Let's see. An important ride there. Erin goes down. Still hanging on to the lead here and trying to do some work under priority. But an uncharacteristic fall on that occasion. It was also an illustration of just the bump on the face, despite the fact that the conditions are clean. There's still some lump there, and it brought Erin undone as we see Luana Silva now going after the lead. Needs a 6.44. Great first turn, but it is just a a straight up left coming out of there. And she just arrived a little too late to get a finishing hit in.
You got so much water pushing through from that little funny wave in the centre between South Sides and Main Break, and we've seen so much of that. It's just got so much energy because of that south direction. It's like one of those unmakeable turns, right? Beautiful first turn here, though. I mean, so clean.
Erin now. Big section standing up, throws everything at it, comes down and is brought undone. Trying to ride out of it.
I'm getting the sense that the decision making is a little bit all over the shop here.
As we see potential paddle here from Lulu.
Luana, well, she is committed to this wave and she's going to draw off the bottom. She's looked super composed so far in this heat, converting on her first ride after waiting half the heat, and now finding a couple of decent sections after a 6.44, slaps her hands together in celebration here. Leandro likes it. He's celebrating as well. The big combinations have been hard to come by in this heat, and Luana found room to move a couple of times there.
Well, this is major. I think, look at the shape of this wave. The thing absolutely flexing. Look at the spray flying off it. Nice first turn, and you can see she's waiting for it. I love this. It's paced. Just the two-turn combo here, but it was big. And, you know, she's pumped, and for good reason. And I think Erin right now, I mean, you can see that, you know, the amount of rails she had that board on. But Erin, you know, this is sort of at her own demise, really. Just to your point, Rob.
One of the best heats of her career to make the cut.
Amazing what a bit of confidence will do for someone. Luana extremely talented, and she is on her way to the quarterfinals again in 2025.